Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show.
Do you know my favorite DC character is?
I was gonna assume it's John Stewart.
Correct. Yeah.
That like you are one of my best friends. Like I remember having this conversation with finding out like that you really like the Green Lantern and finding out why you like the Green Lantern. It told me a whole lot about you, and it was just one of those things that I was like, I'm never gonna forget this. Like that is locked.
Why do I like the Green Lantern?
Because we didn't have a lot of black superheroes to look up to when we were growing up. Like when I tell you it was locked in there.
Literally, like it was just like him and Storm. That was it. Like they didn't even unleash the Black Panther on us, really.
I had a conversation with this girl who, if I'm not mistaken, is actually dead. And I was saying that like, yeah, there's not a lot of black superheroes, and I was trying to list off superheroes, and I had Blade, Storm, and like the Black Green Lantern, and she was like, "What about Cable?" Like from X-Men. And like, had I been the me now, and I met a girl who said that, I'd be like, I'm gonna need you to not talk to nobody else. I wanna lock this in. Like, what's good? Like, what I gotta do to get you? All right, as we start the episode, I want to say this real short story. Before, like a few days before Halloween, my dialysis clinic gave everybody candy bags, like little bags of candy. In this bag is like I showed you some of like the like nondescript hard candy of like varying flavors.
That's where you got that from?
Yes.
You didn't tell me where it came from.
Okay. So I got those. We had a couple of Smarties, some Dum Dums. We got some Double Bubble, and a bag of Skittles. And I think these are like tropical Skittles, but they may be sour.
Ooh, that's the good one.
These are wild berries.
Wild berry.
Yeah. Now, what else is in here? Now, I've eaten all the stuff in here that I wanted. The Double Bubble is hard as ball sacks. If your ball sack is hard, it's double. And so, like, I don't really chew bubble gum because it's not like once you just started chewing it, it never gets pliable enough to blow a fun bubble. And like, I don't really like Skittles. So I've been holding on to this extra candy to give away to somebody. But what also is in here is a couple of packets of Warheads. Now, as I say packets, I mean it's an individual Warhead. It's Warhead Extreme Sour. I am about to eat one.
Is that the gummy or the hard one?
The hard one.
The actual sour one.
Yeah, and it's another one in here that's got the like only eat me if you dare kind of label. And on top of that it's red. So I'm about to eat this. I'm about to suck on this while we start this episode. It's taking me 3 minutes to tell the story. So, you know. Ain't nobody watching these episodes nowhere. I can tell you because I've seen like nobody's watching like the stuff.
Hi Nick. Hi Mark.
No, they ain't even here. I'm talking about nobody's watching. Like 0 views. It's the stuff that I always expect to get no one's attention is the stuff that ends up getting so much attention. Like I'm talking about like not like millions of views, but like, you know, 10s and 20s. And sometimes up to 100.
Stripper.
Boy, that's just okay. So here we go. I'm gonna put this in my mouth. I am probably gonna regret it. Given that I brought 2 extra large Tootsie Pops in here, I don't have to do this. I have a chocolate and a cherry. I don't have to do this, but I'm
What
gonna.
would you do for it to be up?
What would I absolutely go in the kitchen because I got some in the kitchen. That's the most I do right now. And if I didn't have any in the
And the
kitchen,
Klondike bar?
I'd buy some. I don't like Klondike bars. Here we go. Oh. Immediately don't like it. Help!
Boy, that's a death rattle if you've ever heard one.
Oh! No! It tastes like vomit.
I had a similar thought earlier today when I was thinking about having to take NyQuil. Or just cough syrup in general.
Okay, it's gone now.
Like, I'd rather just keep the cough.
See, that's the thing. That's how I felt about Hennessy. To me, Hennessy tastes like cough syrup. Hennessy is disgusting. Hennessy is a hundo magundo disgusting. Oh my god. Okay. I'm really glad I didn't eat these at the clinic. Because if I had tried to eat this at the clinic, I'd have made a right plumb fool of myself. Okay, this is not what I expected. Okay. All right, this was unexpected. I didn't. Okay. This is very interesting. The game has surprised me.
Well, let's find out.
A 1?
That's ridiculous.
What's that?
Well, you went straight into it?
It's one of my very few catchphrases. Because when me and that girl was still friends, that was just something I would say a lot for some reason. It's not surprising, like, to say that, like, I don't miss her as a person. Like, I really don't.
You just miss having a person.
Yep, that's it. Like, I miss her presence, but I don't miss her. Like, I would love, and I do mean I would love. Ooh, I missed. That's cool. So it's a apple flavor. It's actually pretty good.
One of my main catchphrases.
I don't know.
Things are getting too spicy for the pepper.
That ain't your shit, bitch. That's Gabaret City, babe. You. You ain't gotta have a catchphrase, bro. Like, you ain't.
I don't know if I have an original catchphrase. But I mean, I definitely ripped one.
How'd that work out for you?
And I have adopted it.
The one you just stole?
No. I'm not saying nothing.
But all I'm saying is.
But all I'm saying is.
Yeah. I still use that. Like, I still use that. Like, it's very rare that I get to use it. That is. Oh, snap. Oh,
That's like when I had that 97-year-old lady on the phone the other day. I posted in my group, and I was like, I'm not saying nothing, but all I'm saying is this lady is 97 years old, and her plan is for 48 months. Math ain't mathing.
The wildest part about it is I feel like that stuff should be considered like a scam to a degree. Because let's be real, trying to tell a 90 some odd year old person is like, yeah, you really ought to you can
Oh,
you can get your stuff
she
paid
didn't
off.
sign up for the program. Her
Oh,
grandson signed her up for the program, but I had to call and speak to her. Didn't I tell you about it? Like the second she answered the phone, she went, "Who is this?"
you might have, you
And
might have.
then when I repeated it like twice, she went, "Oh, hold on," and then came back and said, "I had to get my hearing aid."
Okay, yeah, this does sound familiar.
Yeah, so I had to go over all the stuff, and then when I got to the point where I was like, "Yeah, so did you log into the app?" She went, "Oh, my grandson did all of that. He's the one who signed me up for this." I was like, "God dang it!" So the typical thing to do would have been to continue through, like with, because everything they condensed into a video, and they're like, if the video doesn't work, then you just do it the old way. And I'm like, this is stupid, absolutely dumb. It should have just stayed the old way.
Oh,
Um,
this is weird. That was a weird course. Like I didn't see what the
yeah,
first one was. Not, I mean, yeah, bro. I don't know how I'm supposed to get the gold mushroom, but I'd like to figure it out.
we gonna get there.
Don't worry.
Um,
Well, don't worry about it. We ain't
yeah,
completing everything right now. We'll do all that in the second go round.
yeah. So I sent her an email. I sent her the email with the video that she was supposed to watch. And she goes, "Oh, I don't know how to do that. My grandson does all that for me." And I was like, "Okay, well, is he close?" And she was like, "No, he's at work." And I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
well, when he gets off of work, tell him to check your email so you can watch that video." And I got off the call. Why was that the call that they decided to freaking listen to for QA? And they were like, "You should have taken her through the old way instead of like just sending her the email." And I was like, it wouldn't have mattered because she didn't sign herself up for the program to begin with. Company's BS.
Uh, and how? And like exactly how? Am I supposed to get it down? Oh, that's so enough for you. Is it the first one of the green? Oh, that's not so hard. Why does this say so much easier than the other one was? Hmm. Eh, don't. Oh no, I've been hurt. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. There we go.
We've all been hurt, but this spring.
No, please don't. Ugh. Heck yes, it's wild because the other game that's running this week, that's running congruent to this one is a Ninja Turtle game, right? And so, because it's TMNT, and like it's on top of that, it's based around the new TMNT movie, like the most recent one, the most recent franchise. I've been going out of my way to make it as PG as possible, so I'm not swearing. When I tell you that not cussing is more complicated than it needs to be, like that's how long I have been using the fouls. Like that's how long I've been using the foul language. It's like even with Mark, like Mark made it way harder because Mark doesn't have to edit. So for him, it's like, oops, my bad. When meanwhile, I'm just like, I really wish he'd just not. like, 'cause I have to sit and go through this all over again. So I missed the first one. That's my favorite.
You ever didn't realize like how good we used to think CGI was?
CGI did used to be real good. What you talking about?
Well, I mean, like, so I went to the movies earlier, and there was a trailer for a new animated Lord of the Rings, and as part of that trailer, they gave you like a little bit of a throwback to the original movie, and I saw the graphics and the font they used for the movie, and I was like, this was bad.
Yeah, but it's only bad in retrospect.
Yeah, it was great then, but looking at it now, I was still just like, they could have changed that.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that's the end of the episode. You jokes of viewers. You're sad viewers. You're trash. And I know you're trash because you're not gonna watch another video. Probably didn't even get to the end of this one. And if you did, I bet you didn't like it. Bet you didn't leave a comment. What are you even here for? You know what? Get out.
Or subscribe. Subscribe.